Yes, we've got two guests in the studio. We've got Glenn and Andy from Homelife Lettings. How are you doing, guys? You all right?
Fine, thanks. Yeah,
Brilliant. Good day so far?
Yeah, so far so good.
Yeah. Well, it's nice and early though.
It is nice and early. A bit chilly out there, but yeah.
It's freezing.
Absolutely
It's
freezing.
nice and warm in here.
Yeah, it is nice and warm.
Is it cold in there, in the other room?
No, it's okay actually.
Oh, it's because he's been in there. Is there a bit of a whiff?
There is a bit of a whiff.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Word of the week.
What whiff?
Cheers for that. Yeah. So, of course, you guys are from Homelife Lettings. Could you tell us what is Homelife Lettings all about?
Well, it's a company that was set up back in the 60s. My father originally started it off. It's quite an organic company. He just basically decided to buy a house to live in. It came with tenants, and then decided, well, hang on, this is okay. It's not bad. It's paying the loans and giving them somewhere to live at the same time. And he thought, well, okay, why don't buy another one and rent that out as well? So he worked all the hours, saved the money, bought a house, bought a second house, and so on and so forth, and carried on from there. Obviously, as myself and my brother, we grew into the business as he was growing, and got to know all about it, and here we are today, practically.
So it's growing to quite a big company.
Sizable company.
Yeah.
So
and where are you guys based at? We're
based in Portswood, Portswood Road, 56 Portswood Road. It's got a massive sign outside. You can see it from the moon, I think.
Fantastic. And so that means like you're based literally right in the centre of student areas and all that. So it gives it quite.
It's in between Highfield and also Solent and town centre. So I think we're pretty much based in the middle of both centres, really.
Brilliant. And on your website it says you've got a 100% deposit back campaign for students. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, this came about where we were thinking, well, hold on, we're paying all these deposits out to a third party for clearing up students' messes and whatnot, and decorating and whatnot. And we decided, why don't we just go back to the students and, well, look, you've made this mess. We've got a video before, we've got a video after. There's a definitive area where there is problems and so on and so forth. So let's focus on these, make a list of it all, quantify it, and say, well, this is what it's going to cost. Why don't we pay you instead of the third party to get this done? And then it started working, and then more and more we're starting to use that as a home life deposit back guarantee type thing, and it's worked so far. We always want to highlight the fact that we don't want to keep the students' deposit. We want to give it back, whether it goes to a third party, whether it goes to the students, which we'd rather give it to students, so they can get the place all nice and cleaned up, and then the property is given back to us the way it was when it was given to them.
That's awesome. If it works, may as well do it.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you get a good response from it, from the students?
Yeah, so far so good, touch wood, yeah.
Yeah? Fantastic, brilliant. And so you've got, it's not just students you provide for for a lot of, for everybody, really.
For everybody, really.
Yeah.
Private tenants, people, on, as well as housing benefit tenants. Not many of those at the moment, but we've got quite a few people in. We've got luxury flats, residential flats in and around town, all over the city, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got how many properties do you?
Units, I would say about 300 odd. Everything from a room all the way up to luxury flats, large houses, so on and so forth. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Might have to get in touch.
Save the pennies and we can all live together, guys.
Yeah, I hate my family. May as well move out.
How nice of you.
Yes, right.
Yeah, brilliant. So, of course, we've actually got one of our presenters is a student herself.
Right.
Chalkerz, you?
Yeah, of course.
Hello.
Hannah. When a student first goes to university, and of course quite a lot of them live in dorms first, don't they?
Well, I've seen someone on the street, but that's a different story.
Yeah, well, yeah, just a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Chris Huskins. So when is the best time for students to actually start looking for accommodation themselves?
It's probably about now.
Yeah.
I think now is when we're starting to get people looking. It's when the best available. If you're looking for somewhere for next year, so for 2014, 2015, this is the time when the most is available. So if you're looking for somewhere nice, then now is the time. If you're leaving it later and later and later, the selection is going to be less, and you're not going to get maybe what you're looking for. So I'd say about now, give us a call. Phone numbers on the jingle, and we'll be able to sort you out.
Brilliant
Awesome.
stuff, yeah, cool stuff. Right, well, you guys are going to stick around for a little bit, aren't you?
Yeah, we are.
Brilliant stuff, and we're going to chat with you guys probably right after this song, if that's all right.
We're joined by Homelife Lettings, Glenn and Andy. Good morning, guys.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
We are talking about, of course, your lettings. I was just looking at your website.
All right.
There's a good search little thing here. It's amazing. So basically, if you go to the website, it's homelifelettings.co.uk, and basically you can just search for your property. And you could do it residential or student. How many, on comparison? So how many student lettings do you have, and how many residential lettings do you have?
I think it's about 70-30. 70 residential and 30 students, 30% students. So yeah, or it could be up to 40 now, 40%. Yeah.
Did you get a good response from the students with what you're doing with the 100%?
Yeah. And we've been doing it for the last 2 years now. And every year it's just basically growing, and people, are putting it on Facebook and so on and so forth. Yeah, we got a deposit back. We've got pictures and what have you, with little placards saying, "Yep, we've received 100% deposit back," and so on. So it's going quite well. And we just want to expand on that, and hence why we're here to campaign that effect and see what turns out, and see if we can get everybody else jumping on and saying, yeah, we want to help out and see how we can get our money back.
Yeah, it makes my life a lot easier if they get all the deposit back.
This is it, yeah.
No organising, no paperwork, so yeah.
Hannah, how did you get into where you're staying? Good response, well done.
Well,
She asked her mummy.
No, it's a different company, so I don't know.
Oh! Whoa!
I didn't know about your company.
Out.
I didn't know about your company. If I had, I definitely would have come to you. If I was staying for another year, I'd be straight to you guys.
That's disgusting.
I'm sorry.
But you also have private landlords. So there's no middleman. You just go straight to the landlords.
Well, we are practically we are the landlords, basically.
Yeah.
So what we do is we buy properties, we do them up, and then we effectively rent them out. The reason why, as I said before, my father was an investor of sorts, and basically bought properties to rent out, and it just grew. Myself and my wife took over 20 odd years ago, and we decided to just go into it in a big way, and bought blocks of office buildings and whatnot and convert them into flats and so on and so forth, and then this is where we are today. But yeah, so it's worked quite well so far, because if there is an issue, the tenants can come directly to us. Myself or Andy or anybody else in the office can deal with the queries there straight away, because they know what we want, what we don't want, etc., etc. There's no middleman. There's no point in going to the third party or the landlord. So you would talk to the agent, and then the agent would then talk to the landlord, and then it's long-winded. If there was, say, for example, a leak in say, or a squeaky door, for example, they would let the agency know, and the agency, okay, we'll get onto that. But hence they don't, or the landlord's away and off the country or whatever, and no doubt it'll take some time to get back to the tenant, and in which case there's issues there. So with us, it's just instant. We turn around the maintenance issues within 24 hours.
Wow, awesome.
Really good response. So if people are interested in looking for properties, where do they have to go? Who do they actually have to contact to get to you guys?
Give us a call at the office. It's 02380 586 838.
Well done. Yep.
Well, yeah,
very good. Well done. Yep.
Give us a call. We'll let you know what we've got on the books. Student-wise, it's looking pretty good at the moment. Lots of properties, lots of selection there, from 3 beds up to 9.
Yeah, up to 9 beds. Yeah.
Give us a shout. Phone anyone who answers. We'll be able to help them out. It's not a problem.
Yeah. And you got quite a lot of your details on your website as well, which is
www.homelifeletings.co.uk.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Don't look at my photo.
Also, there's a photo on there. Oh, he's tempted to look now. Oh, bless him. He's not going. No, you're not going to get
find it.
Oh dear. Anyway.
I actually have to ask a question.
Oh, here we go.
You have your cat is your little, mascot.
Yeah.
Does it have a name?
We haven't actually. That's another thing we were thinking about the other day. We could, put that out there and see what can we
Graham.
Graham.
What? That's the worst thing for a cat I've ever heard.
Graham the home life cat.
Yeah.
Chalkerz.
No, we don't need that name being spread about. Jeez.
I think that's a great name. What are you on
See
about?
resemblance.
Who doesn't? Yeah.
One final question. When I was a kid, do you have 2 let signs?
Yes.
Okay.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, when I was a kid, walking home from school, there used to be a company that used to have a 2 let sign outside of their house, and I used to put an I in between 2 and let.
Yeah.
Do people do that?
They do actually. I have seen it. I have seen it, but luckily for us, not on our properties. We've seen it on some competitors.
If any, yeah. Do you want to go around?
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
You only just got it.
Yeah. I'm tired. It's the morning.
If you see an Enfield sign, to let Punai. There we go. Done.
Oh dear.
Well, thank you for coming in, guys, this morning.
No worries. Thanks for having us.
Dan and Andy.
There we
go. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Before you head off, what website do you have to go to, and what's the number to call? One more time.
It is www.homelifelettings.co.uk. Phone number is 02380 586 838.
Brilliant. Thank
Cheers,
you
guys.
so much for coming in. Hope you guys have a great day and enjoy yourselves.
Thanks a lot, guys.
And I hope it all goes well for you.
Brilliant. Thanks.